Hello guys, and welcome to All Starr Farms in Alaska. I'm Rachelle, and this is the farm. These are some of our puppies. Lemon is our little golden, and Reggie the big guy, Baron. I'm going to take you guys on a tour of our farm today, and get to know you better, hopefully. So here we go. We're going to take the dogs out. Our resident barn cat, Venus. Wait, let me get her in the picture. Not very good at this yet. There we go. She keeps us vermin free around here. Come on, Reggie. Okay, I'm gonna turn our camera. Come here, Lemon. Come here, Lemon. Go to the run. Come here, Bear. All right, so we're gonna put our doggies out. Come on, to our little dog run where they get to run around. This makes potty management a whole lot easier. There's a little chicken coop. We took this apart a year ago. It was a really cold winter and we lost some birds. So I haven't put me back in the picture. This is our little garden area. So I just got back yesterday from Washington, dealing with some family stuff, those of you guys who know me. And it was not snowing when I left. I was gone about 3 weeks. And now there is white stuff and it's sticking. So welcome back to Alaska. Winter is coming. I'll show you guys my garden. I just found something interesting this morning. I came out to check and see if anything was still alive because, like I said, there wasn't snow here when I left. All right, so the strawberries are okay. Any of you guys who know Alaska, you know what likes to eat our cabbage at the end of the season, right? Yeah, that would be our friendly moose. So you guys can see they chewed off all of my brassicas, basically the broccoli and kale and cabbage. They had a really good time. I'm going to make another video later, but the celery that I planted, this wasn't my experimental crop for the year. The celery looks really good. So we're going to come out and harvest the celery a little bit later. Show you guys, these are our pastures. We've got a 5-acre place here, and if you knew me back in Washington, I only had a 2-acre place, so this is super nice. The horses get to get out and run most of the year, as long as the conditions aren't too dangerous. I've got my little apple trees over here, trying to transplant. You guys are getting a view of the horse carts, right? So we do a little bit of driving too. That's something I'm kind of interested in. And I'll say, old Mr. Corbett in Snohomish taught me how to drive my half-Arab Ellie once upon a time, and that's all she wrote. I trained several horses to drive carts, and it is super fun. And I've got one pony trained to do it here now. Need to do a few more. Here's our horse trailer. This one's Big Bertha. She drove us up the Alcan with 4 horses a few years ago. It's been about 5 years that we've been up here now. So you guys can kind of see the place and the updates. This is our little front pasture. We use it for turnout. You guys see the marshmallows? That's how we do hay. It's a thing. So this year we had a pretty good hay season in Alaska. We were able to get 90 bales or so put down for the winter, and they're about 750, 800 pound bales. The storage is a thing. So right now my whole farm is covered in these bales of hay, right? Here's the house in the background. Yay! Porta potty, you know, it's necessary. Alaska's really interesting. I got lots of things to show you guys and tell you. Cold around here is probably about negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. And I always think that's hilarious. Like in Washington, when we say, oh, it's freezing, we meant 32 degrees Fahrenheit, like the point where water freezes. In Alaska, when we say it's freezing, that means something different to us. For me, it means below 0 degrees Fahrenheit, below 0. So our cold points are like negative 20 here in the valley. The valley is like Wasilla Palmer area. We're in Wasilla, Alaska. We've added a couple sheds. There's my faithful little tractor. Here's our big blue truck that pulled us up the Alcan. Here comes our farm manager with her first turnout children of the day. So this is Mojo and Fabio. Mojo and Fabio going for a walk with my sweet friend Jeanne, our barn manager. We'll say hi to her in a little bit. And I'll take you guys over and show you the barn. Oh, before I get to the barn, here's some more of our puppies. So right now we have Fish and Lucy out here. Hi, Fish. Molly's really excited. She's adopting Fish. He's going to go home with her after his neutering surgery. Can you sit? So Fish is on the left here, and this is Lucy, his mama, actually. And she's just keeping him company out here until he goes to his new home. If you guys can see, they've got an inside to their shed area. We built this for puppies last year. So it's got a light in here, and they're all set up with bedding, and we keep it nice and toasty. You can't feel the temperature, but nice and toasty in there. We've got propane heaters in, so they stay warm. I can't quite reconcile myself to like the dog sled way of doing things and just putting the dogs in outdoor areas. A lot of people in Alaska keep their dogs outside. I just personally can't yet. Maybe one day. I don't know. My dogs have plenty of fur, but I worry about their little feet. I don't know. All right, show you a couple of the new kids. My old man crew. Hey, old man. This guy's Dakota. He's a recent guy. He just came up from the Homer, Nanilchik area. He was kind of a skinny guy, and my daughter picked him out. She said she'd ride horses with me if she got her own pony. So we went and found this one. He doesn't like me very much. We'll talk more. And this guy, who's picking on a little bit, is Cash. Come here, Cash. Cash is like 30 years old. We got to give him a new home when his barn owner picked up and moved out of Alaska. And she thought, well, at 28, 29 years old, his career was pretty much done. I think he's been a ranch horse, a rodeo horse, all kinds of things horse. He's been a kid's horse and a trail horse. Dakota wants all the attention. Hello, Dakota. Yes. Hello, Dakota. It's a good sign. He's really friendly. He likes kids. So it's been really interesting. We've probably put 200 pounds on this guy already. And we got him early in August. So September, October, we've had him 2 months. And those ribs are all filled in, and his shoulders and hips are filled in. There's a little bit of a booty coming on. Haven't got a lot of muscle on him yet. It'll be fun for you. Definitely fun for me as we train this guy up and get him, back to full work. We're walking into the barn now. So our hay is in round bales, but we feed out of hay nuts because it keeps the horses busy longer, slows their digestion down, and they tend to have less ulcers that way. It makes their food last longer, and then they're less bored. This guy, this beautiful, handsome guy over here, is Frodo. Frodo is a teenage Morgan gelding, Palomino in color, and he is gaited, so he's got some interesting extra speeds besides walk, trot, and canter. He's got some extras. You guys who know gaited horses, you're going to have to educate me on the language, but he's got this little tiny trot that's super comfortable. It's like maybe a running walk. And then he's got kind of like a toltish thing. And I don't know if that's an appropriate term for the Morgans. And then he's got this lopey thing. Oh, and he's got this pace. I swear it's a pace. He moves his right legs and then his left legs. And you go back and forth while you're riding him. It's not very comfortable, but it is very fast. All right. And then I've got 2 kids out here. Well, I've got more than 2 kids out here. We'll go back through the barn. Oh, my battery's going to die. Well, we'll wrap this up for today. I'll show you the last 2 horses, and you guys can join me again for the next video if you want to learn more about our farm. All right. Let's turn. This little girl is Journey. Journey is from the Yakima Reservation in Washington. She was a Mustang, and she was wild on the range for a couple of years when we adopted her from the Yakima Foal Rescue Organization. She was already pregnant as a 2-year-old, and she had her foal. And then this is her foal Alibi, her second foal, because we didn't mean to have him, but our little Mr. Gelding, Mojo, before he got gelded, he went on a date with some of the older ladies and made a couple really cute babies. Tell you their story, show you their videos a little bit more in the future. The little buckskin mare over here is Daisy. Miss Sparkleina Doc, my quarter horse. She's kind of cutting and raining bread, little girl. And then this gorgeous, gorgeous girl, Echo Echo, is a half Percheron quarter horse that my friend purchased in Canada. Beautiful girl. Both girls are very friendly. Show you that Alibi's like rubbing on me like, hello, human. All the attention should be for me. So it's really funny. If you haven't been around horses, They are kind of like big dogs. He's like, do you have a carrot for me? No, that's my hand, silly boy. They're kind of funny. We play with them. They have personalities. They like people to different varying degrees. I don't really recommend playing with the lips of young horses. He and I have an established bond, but usually if you go approach a horse, do not play with their lips. If they're mouthing at you, kind of just push them with flat of your hand and say, no, thank you. I have personal space and you were not invited to nibble on me. Otherwise, you could get bit, because sometimes if they're not paying attention, they might mistake your finger for carrot. So usually when you do give carrots, I'll show you guys that later, we have a very fat palm. Don't feed your fingers to horses. It's not in your best interest. All right, we're going to walk back through the barn.
I have to tie Sir Mojo up because he's spicy.
Sir Mojo's spicy today. Do you guys hear that? So Jeannie, our fabulous barn manager, is going to help with some cleanup chores today.
That's what I do.
This is Mojo's house, and you guys can see, those of you who know horses, we've got a little cleaning ahead of us. We're actually kind of looking forward to the snow. Not really, but kind of, I say, because it's been raining a lot for Alaska. It never rains like this. And we have mud. Now, those of you guys who knew me in Washington, I had gravel everywhere. But in Alaska, it's not very consistent. It doesn't last very long. So what we are going to do is just hope and pray and keep our fingers crossed that the temperature drops below 32. And we can have solid footing again and not mud. All right, well, from all of us here at All Starr Farms, goodbye and have a great day. I hope you tune in for our next video.